It's time to hit the skins with 106.7 The Fan's Sports Junkies.
All right, boys.
Game day.
Game day.
You get fired up.
Guess I'm supposed to get excited.
Start tailgating.
Skins versus Jets. Game 2 of the 2018 NFL preseason for the Redskins. It's here at FedEx Field. You can watch it on ESPN. You can live stream it on ESPN. Skins are actually favored by 3. I don't know how they come up with these dumb preseason spreads.
Home team.
Over-under is 39.5. You want to get some action on that. I guess they're projecting weather to be 90 degrees.
Going to be hot today.
Game time.
Going to be hot.
That's a hot one. Talking about 8 p.m. Kickoff. But it'd be an important game, I guess, for the Redskins, for the young guys. Of course, the recently cut Orlando. He was actually into their plans this year. But that's kind of put the focus on the young DBs. So kind of curious and interested to see how they perform.
So Quentin Dunbar slides into his spot, right?
I think he's basically been there.
As a starting left corner?
I think he's basically been there, yeah.
Well, on the depth chart, Skandrick was always ahead of him. Now, I don't know if he would have started ahead of him in week 1. But the Dunbar thing still amazes me. He played receiver for 5 years at Florida.
It's crazy.
He's talented.
Wide receiver.
Yeah.
Never played corner. Yeah. Well, obviously. And he can just completely shift gears and move to the other side of the ball.
I believe they actually signed him as a free agent or however they acquired him. And he started as a receiver, and then they flipped him here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, one of the key things
that's incredible to me.
that you have in common when you're a receiver and then you're a corner is speed. So he's fast enough to do both jobs.
Sure, but it's a totally different position.
Sure.
So it'll be interesting to see how that plays out in the secondary. Of course, we're now losing Geis, who, by the way, I guess they said his surgery. Dr. James Andrews, of course, from Alabama, is going to perform it. I think it's kind of funny. I always chuckle now. I know somebody very, very well who's in that world. And so this is just hearsay. Take it for what it's worth. But, I mean, you could look it up. I mean, Dr. James Andrews is 75 years old at this point. Every big athlete goes there. And I'm sure his clinic is tops. I'm sure it's the best. But it's kind of funny when they, you got a 75-year-old guy doing surgery on him. My understanding is he's mostly got assistants that pretty much do everything. It's almost like your dentist. He just kind of swoops in, looks at it, and then he's out.
It's a standard procedure.
The guy's closer to 80.
But you're probably right. I'm sure there's other guys that
they got guys pretty much doing it. When they say Dr. James Andrews is performing the surgery, he's peeking in. That's my understanding. That's my understanding. I mean, I'm sure I could get sued and say he does the whole thing.
I'd still be comfortable with Dr. James Andrews doing
their
ACL.
clinic.
Well, just him.
Even him at 75.
Sure. If I tore my ACL and Dr. James Andrews said, "Hey, I'll fix it," I'd let him do it.
I'll find you. I know a great doctor locally who can fix you up, Jason. Trust me.
Oh, I'm sure. There are a ton of them.
They've perfected that surgery, but he is the guy. So Geis is having that. But of course, with him going down, I think we all want to see sort of how the running back picture plays out. Now, again, I never know. Do we have Hoffman on later or no?
Yes.
He's joining us at
maybe
9.
Craig could give us a better update on this. You never know who Jay's going to play. I think there's a lot of debates whether, how much
will he be playing Josh
Smith's going to play. I doubt you're going to see Doxson or much of Reed or any of those guys. Trent even.
What about Alex Smith? Do you expect to see Alex Smith for a couple series?
You'd hope to see him a little bit. Yeah.
I think you will.
I saw Grant Paulson tweeting this, and he's right. It's a new system. It's a new coaching staff, new players. You can't just give him a quarter or 2 series and think he's going to be off and running come week 1.
Mm-hmm. I think that's actually what they think.
See, that's why.
I don't think he's going to get more than 2 quarters in the preseason
Okay,
total.
but you still want to see it. Don't you still want to see it?
I think it's crazy.
As a coaching staff, don't you want to see it?
Absolutely. I think you need him out there.
They're so conservative now. They just lost guys. My guess is you're going to see Alex Smith for 1 series tonight. My guess. Be dead wrong.
It's probably right. I wouldn't bet against it.
Well, it kind of depends on, they go 3 and out, a couple handoffs.
Right.
And
you still might
see him 1 series. I don't know.
I think in the third game he'll play him a quarter and a half, and that's it.
Or maybe 1 quarter.
Yeah.
I'll take a quarter and a half.
Yeah. But the running back situation will be interesting to see. Again, we went through this. I gave you my personal depth chart of the remaining running backs. I'd like to see Byron Marshall, see what he can do. I'm curious. I want to see what
you're going to see him tonight.
Can do. I already know what Rob Kelly can do. Very average. I already know what P. Ryan can do. Very, very average. I want to see if they offer.
You'll see him tonight. You'll see Bibbs and Marshall a lot tonight. Probably.
Is P. Ryan going to go the way of Matt Jones?
I don't
Eventually.
know.
Oh, is Matt Jones in the league?
No, I don't believe
think so.
Wow.
I think the Colts signed him for like a week or two, once or twice. But I don't believe he's in the league. But he's another one, right? He couldn't hold on to the football.
Yep.
You know? So anyway, we should be getting fired up. But as I get older, I get less and less fired up for these preseason games. But 8 o'clock tonight, ESPN. So it'll be something that we'll all be watching.